Just announced. Princess Leonor's wedding news shocks the entire world. The world expected her to wait. Spain's future queen, young, devoted to studies, duty, and the crown. Everyone believed marriage was far on the horizon. But suddenly, everything changed. A single announcement has shattered expectations and stunned the entire world. Princess Leonor's wedding news is no longer rumor. It is real, confirmed, and it has shaken monarchies, families, and millions of royal watchers across Europe and beyond. But this is not just a wedding. It is a story of love, sacrifice, and history in the making. The question is not simply who she will marry. The real shock is what this union means for Spain, for Europe, and for the monarchy's very future. The announcement came quietly, almost without warning. In a private but solemn setting inside Zarzuela Palace, Spain's royal family gathered. Leonor, radiant and composed, stood beside her parents, King Felipe and Queen Letizia. And in a voice filled with conviction, she shared her decision: she is engaged to be married. The news spread instantly. Within minutes, headlines erupted across Spain, Denmark, the UK, and the US. And within hours, the world was buzzing with a single question: how did this happen so soon? To understand the shock, we must understand Leonor herself. At just 18, she has already walked a path heavier than most can imagine. From her studies at UWC Atlantic College in Wales, to her military training in Zaragoza, she has proven discipline, resilience, and dedication to Spain. Every move, every gesture, every word has been shaped by her destiny to wear the crown. And yet, beneath the crown's weight lies a young woman who dares to love. That love has led to this moment. A wedding, yes, but also a storm. Because her fiancé is no ordinary figure. He is a prince of Denmark, Christian, heir to another throne. Two heirs, two crowns, two nations intertwined in ways that few could have imagined. For Spain, this is both pride and fear. Pride, because their princess has chosen love openly, courageously. Fear, because history whispers warnings of alliances through marriage. Will this union bind two nations in harmony, or ignite conflicts over loyalty and power? For Denmark, the news has been met with equal astonishment. Prince Christian, youthful and still learning the full weight of his destiny, now stands on the brink of becoming more than a Danish king. He may become the consort of Spain's queen. How will his people respond? Will they see this as a blessing, or a distraction from his duty to Denmark? And then, the families. Within Zarzuela Palace, reactions are said to be mixed. King Felipe, ever the diplomat, reportedly supports the match, seeing in Christian a strong and steady partner for his daughter. Queen Letizia, protective and cautious, is believed to have hesitated, worried about her daughter's youth and the pressures of marrying into another dynasty. Even Queen Sofia, Leonor's grandmother, has voiced quiet concerns, remembering how royal marriages of the past often carried heavy costs. Yet, despite the tension, the announcement was made. Leonor spoke of love. She spoke of shared values. She spoke of the strength she has found in a partner who understands the weight of duty as few others can. And in her words, the people saw not just a princess, but a woman ready to shape her destiny. Still, questions linger. When will the wedding take place? Where will it be held? Madrid's Almudena Cathedral, with its grandeur and symbolism. Or Copenhagen's historic cathedral, echoing Denmark's royal traditions. Will it be a union celebrated equally in both nations, or will one take precedence? Every answer opens another door of curiosity. Who will stand by Leonor's side as bridesmaids? Will Infanta Sofia, her sister, take the central role? How will Denmark's Queen Margrethe react publicly, and what will her blessing signify for the future of both thrones? And beyond the ceremony itself lies the greatest question of all: what happens after the vows are spoken? Will Christian move to Spain, dedicating his life to supporting Leonor as she rises to the throne? Or will Leonor face the impossible task of dividing her life between two nations, two crowns, and two peoples who each claim her as their own? The shockwaves of this announcement have already begun to ripple. In Spain, crowds gathered in plazas, waving flags and chanting her name. Some cheered, celebrating the courage of a young princess who has chosen love over rigid tradition. Others worried, fearful that Spain's monarchy, already fragile in parts, may risk new divisions. In Denmark, excitement mingled with doubt. Could their future king truly take on such a role in another country's destiny? But perhaps the most powerful reaction of all is the one shared quietly, across borders and backgrounds. The reminder that behind every crown is a heart. That even queens, even kings, are human. And that love, no matter how complicated, will always find a way. As preparations begin, the world will watch. Invitations will be drafted. Guest lists will be whispered over. Royal families across Europe will prepare their jewels, their carriages, their traditions. And every camera, every lens, every headline will point toward the same young woman, Leonor, Princess of Asturias, future Queen of Spain, and now, a bride-to-be. But with celebration comes tension. Because this wedding is not just a personal event. It is political. It is historical. It is the union of two heirs whose lives are destined to shape Europe's future. And in that union lies both hope and risk. Will this wedding mark the beginning of a new golden age for monarchy, where love and duty coexist? Or will it reopen old wounds, stirring rivalries that have lain dormant for centuries? Time will answer. For now, one truth remains undeniable. Princess Leonor's wedding news has shocked the entire world. A shock not of scandal, but of awe. A shock that reminds us all that history is not just written in treaties and battles, but in vows whispered at altars, in rings exchanged, and in the courage of a young woman who dares to choose love while carrying the weight of a crown. The world watches. Spain holds its breath. Denmark prepares. And Leonor, standing at the center of it all, steps boldly into a future no one expected, yet everyone will remember. Because this is not just another royal wedding. This is the wedding that could change everything.